Okay, so just like what we've been doing in class, we started off with y equals mx plus b, right? So we know that the slope is 5, so we know that m is always the slope. So we've got y equals 5x plus b. So we've done that part. Now we've got the point. We've got 1 point, 2, and 1. This is the x coordinate, so it should go in the x place. This is the y coordinate, so it should go in the y place. So we've got negative 1 equals 5 times 2 plus b. So we've got 5 times 2 is 10 equals 1 plus b. So we need to solve for that. So we need to take negative 1 minus 10. Right? So we've got negative 11 equals b. So b equals negative 11. We did all that work just to find b. B equals negative 11. So again, we've got y equals mx plus b. Right? So we've got y equals m we knew was 5, x plus we found b was 11. Okay, you need to do that with all of these. Right? Scrolling down. Write an equation for a line graphed at the left. Okay. Equation for a line, so y equals mx plus b, right? So slope, another word for slope is rise over run. Rise over run. Now, this is the rise, this is the run, so you should be able to replace m with whatever you find, rise over run. Okay, so the rise is 2, well, let's do this. I'm going to change these. So you need to come up with your own. I'm going to make that 4 and 3. So the rise is 4 and the x is 3. So I've got 4 over 3 x. That's my m plus b. Y equals. Now I know what the y and x are. So I've got 6 equals 4 thirds times 7 plus b. And I need to solve for b. Okay, so I take 4 thirds times 7, I figure out what that is, and I subtract what I find, and that will equal b. Because once I have b, I have to plug it in. So I have y equals whatever you found for the slope, x, plus what you found for b. What are the coordinates of point T? So your slope, so if you went over 1, down 2, what is that going to change to? Show that the coordinates of point T satisfy your equation from point A. So you are going to replace whatever this is and put them in for here to make them true. Okay, so if this was 1, this was 2, you would say 2 equals whatever you found for slope times the 1 plus whatever you found for the x-intercept. You will notice that this will be true. If it's not, then you did something right. At what point will the line cross the y-axis? Okay, so we were plugging in another point. So whatever equation you got from here, you are plugging in the point. Whenever it crosses the y-axis, x will always be 0. So when you plug in your equation, you're going to have y equals whatever you have found for slope times 0 plus whatever b is. Okay, so it's pretty much what b is. Okay, so you've got a point, you know it's going to be 0, and then whatever b is, whatever you found for b. Okay, 6 and 7, a situation is given. A hardware store sells extension ladders. A 16-foot ladder costs $50 and the price is increased increase of $7.50 for each additional foot of ladder length. Give X the ladder length and Y the price. What is the cost of a 28-foot ladder? Okay, so I notice that initially, right away, it costs $50. So that should be your fee, right? Because that's the y-axis, okay? And then it says increases for each additional. That's pretty much saying a rate. So that's your slope. So your equation should be, this is A given a possible point. Your equation should come out to be y equals 7.5x plus 50. And that actually is what your b is. Alright, so once you found your b, you can plug in and pick any number you want, like 7 for x, and figure out what y is. That way you can have your point. Now I'll let you have this up. Okay, so like I said, this is y equals 7.5x plus 50. So you can plug 7 in for this and just figure out what y is. So this will be 7, this will be whatever you found for y. Okay, C, it says find the slope of the line. We did that, we found the equation, so it's y equals 7.5x plus 50. The slope is always attached to the x, so there it is. And y equals, oh sorry. And D, answer the question. So you're going to answer the question for the 28-foot ladder. Alright, Felicity's Fashion is having a sale on dresses. By the 8th day of the sale, there were 130 dresses left. The store sells about 25 dresses each day. Let X equal the number of days. Oh, okay, so this is tricky. This is your slope, right? So right now we've got y equals 25x plus b. But on the 8th day of the sale, there were 130 dresses left. Okay, and it's saying x is the number of days. So you have a point, right? You have a point. You have a point of 8 and 130 dresses. So just like you did way up at top, repeatedly, you had the slope and you had a point. Now you can find the equation. Just solve for equation. This x goes here, the y goes here. You need to find b and then plug it back in again. So it's going to be down here. It's going to be y equals something x plus whatever you find for b. Okay, it should already be the 25 plus whatever you find for b. Alright. How many days will it take to sell all the dresses? Well, if we sell all the dresses, the $130 left, okay, we sell them all. Ooh, I made a mistake. It should have been y equals negative 25, right? Because we're selling the dresses, my mistake, plus b. Alright, so it should be negative 25, so you need to figure out when you have 0 dresses left. 0 dresses left minus 25. What is, how many days is it going to take? What's the x? Plus, you should know what your b is from this equation. Okay, I'm not going to give it to you.